Hey folks, hope you had a good weekend. Today's Monday, April 1st. You're not going to get any April 1st crap out of me. Probably one of the most silliest things in the world to me, but whatever. I was thinking, went up to San Francisco Saturday to the De Young Museum to see an exhibit of Monet paintings. He's my favorite artist. They had 42 of his paintings there. All of them from the later years. Which is when he did most of his stuff, like water lilies and garden paintings and things like that. It's all really, just fascinating stuff to me. I love his work. I love his style. I love everything about his career. But there were a few paintings in there that really kind of grabbed my attention. I'd seen them before, or at least seen some of them before. But he had, in his garden, he had a willow tree. And he must have sat and looked at that tree countless hours. That's what he did, was sit and take in nature and paint. That's what he did. I'm going to put those 4 paintings up here. Actually 5 of that tree. 4 of them are painted from the exact same spot. He was sitting in the exact same spot. You can tell, you can just tell. And one of them looks like he was sitting, 8 feet to the left or something. All the same tree, all the same background. Nothing really changes with that, but they're all completely different paintings. He was fascinated by light, the way light plays on colors, shadows. So he painted this tree 5 different times. He probably painted it more than that. And we'll get 5 completely different pictures. Some looked like they were done in the morning. Some looked like they were done when there was more light. Some look like they were done in the fall. But all of them are the same tree. That tree didn't change. It got me thinking how we see people. You know, a lot of times we'll experience somebody, and whatever that first experience is what we see that person as. We may see them as a positive person or a negative person. We may see them as somebody that they aren't, either positively or negatively. We may see them exactly as they are. But how do you know? If you stumble on this video and this is the first time you've seen me, you've got an impression of who I am. If you go back and watch 10 different videos over the past 3 years, you might change your impression of who I am. If you talk to me in person for 30 minutes, you may change it even further. If you get to know me over a lifetime, then you really know who I am. But just like he saw that tree in 5 different ways, if we don't go back and look at people over and over and over again, we're not really going to know what they look like, inside, outside. We're not going to know who they are. You know, unless somebody writes a manifesto of who they are and what they believe, and they stick to it absolutely strictly, we can't be sure of who people are, what they're going to do, what they're going to say, what they believe. We have to keep revisiting to gain an understanding. You know, I've been called some interesting things in my life, typically by people that didn't know me. Does it bother me? Not really. If somebody makes a judgment about me based on, you know, a 2-minute conversation or a YouTube video or a picture of me in high school, and they think they're pretty secure in their belief of who I am, what I stand for, and there's probably not much I'm going to do to change their mind, because they've already decided. And people that are unwilling to look further into a person, you're not going to sway their opinion, and their opinion doesn't really matter. I just find it interesting. Some people, well, that we could all sit in that garden and given a paintbrush and a palette of paint and a canvas, none of the paintings would look the same. None of them. But if we looked at all the paintings, say 50 different people, all the paintings that we did of that tree, there's a significant chance if we had never even been to that garden, if we're just seeing the paintings, there's a significant chance that we could probably go to that garden and figure out where that tree is, which tree it is. I think it's like that with people too. If you think you know who somebody is, ask 4 or 5 other people what their opinion is and see if you get something different. You know, Simon said something in one of his videos the other day, and I can't remember the context of the video or the exact quote that he said, but it was something along the lines of, you know, people see what they see. People can see what's before them. What you see is what you get. Something along those lines. Problem with that, when it comes to people, is they're looking through jaded eyes. They see what they see. Yes, that's true. But are they seeing what's actually in front of them? That's a question. And in a lot of cases, I think they're seeing a reflection of themselves in whatever it is they see. I used to work for a guy, and I heard him make a comment like this on several occasions. Probably like 10 different times I heard him say something along these lines. And he just couldn't figure out why everybody else, in whatever situation it was, and that often involved 30 plus people, everybody, why can't they see things the way I see them? How can everybody else be wrong about this? And he would say that over and over again. You know, and I never did ask him this. I probably should have. But it's like, what is the likelihood that everybody else is always wrong? What's the likelihood of that? 2 or 3 people? Possibly. Everybody else in every situation is wrong. Maybe it's you. Maybe you need to take a good, long, hard look at yourself, because none of us are right about everything, and none of us are right all the time. And certainly none of us are right about everything all the time. Just some thoughts floating around in my head after seeing those paintings. Hope you guys have a good day. I'm going to go finish this Edward G. Robinson, I think. Father Dempsey. That's what it was. Father Dempsey. Now, there's a quote, or a couple of quotes. I'm going to put them together. If you look for the bad in people, you'll find it. If you look for the good in people, you'll find it. It might benefit you and those around you to look for the good more often. enjoy your pipes. Ignore the height.